grab a gallon of orange juice and dump it on my head to get the puke off. And then I got it on your girlfriend at the time's phone, and she was like, "You got orange juice all over my phone." And I was like, "Do you have fucking puke on you?" This is like my reaction. Like, I don't give a shit about your phone right now. I got puke on my head. God, it smells like Danny DeVito's underboob.
Welcome everybody to 2018. To 2018. We made it. We made it. Woo! Hopefully you did too.
Did you make it? Are you watching the video? Did you survive?
What's up, guys? Welcome to the G9 Show. Today we are going over crazy New Year's Eve parties.
Oh boy.
The parties to bring in the New Year's with the new memes and the new creams.
Creamy memes.
Creamy memes. We went to Facebook and asked y'all what were your craziest New Year's Eve parties. Go like the Facebook page if you haven't yet, because that's where we ask these questions.
Mm-hmm.
So
now you can be on a video or something and be like,
might just be featured and be like, oh,
thanks so much for featuring my comment.
Alright.
Some good vibrato.
Thank you. Ricky O'Brien says, I wouldn't say a party, but my stepmom... Next. My stepmom got really drunk, like she does all the time. Some
shade.
Some underlying shade there.
Stepmom.
But on New Year's Eve 2 years ago, she got pissed at my dad, went outside and took one of our chairs on our porch and threw it through my neighbor's front window.
It's a dick move.
They moved 2 months later.
Did you have to pay for that?
Well, I
have several questions.
That's what I was saying too. I was
like,
like, I have questions. Like, why did she assault your neighbor's house?
Right.
Because she got mad at your dad.
Just imagine her just like, they're just having like the most mundane thing. Like she's like, Jerry, did you take out the trash? He's like, not yet. She's just like, she walks outside and grabs a chair and just through the window. Hear a loud crash and come back inside. And she just sits down. She's like, what did you just do? And he's like, is the trash out yet? I'll take it out right now, Sarah. I'm sorry.
It's like the most internal drunk rage that's just like...
Yeah, one of those solutions that you're like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But when you're drunk, you're like, this is what needs to be done.
Taking out 10 years of anger on the neighbor's house.
Oh, man, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Danny Oncheck says some dude falling off of a balcony and landing in a metal fire pit. Oh. His reply was, I was cold anyways. I didn't know him well at the party, but he is pretty brutal.
He's just got a good attitude about his broken spine.
I just picture that being something you would do.
Dude, probably.
Just to get him like, I was cold anyways. Right. Whatever, I'm okay.
Just go up
your neck's like turned
broken.
This way. You're just like, I'm good, guys.
Right.
At least I'm warm now.
It's all for the comedy. Ignore the pain to say a joke.
It's all for the meme.
His arm snapped in half. I can't catch a break.
That is pretty metal, though. Gordon Townsend says, at the end of a New Year's Eve gig, a chick lost her ring and said she would suck the dick of whoever found it. I was the lucky guy. She didn't hold her end of the bargain.
I feel like it was one of those things that she said as a joke, and then you were awkwardly like, I found your ring, so like, what's this about? And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Clearly I was joking. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
It's like being like when you're a kid and like 10 or something,
yeah.
You're like, hey babysitter, you want to suck my pee-pee or something? She just like fucks with you or something. Seems like something a child would ask. I can't believe you actually thought she was gonna blow you.
Yeah, right. Unless she was really drunk and she's just like, I love that ring, I'll suck your dick. And he goes like, I'm gonna get some action tonight.
He stole the ring in hopes that she would.
I just feel like she says it. He's like, everybody move.
Right,
He's just like on his hands and knees, just like trying to get the ring. All right, Callum John Beaver.
I have like this little like bitter part of me where like I have a shitty last name, so anytime somebody else has one, I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
I love this, just the casual.
Just like Beaver.
Oh man, I went to a 3-day party for New Year's.
3-day party.
Yeah.
Cool. Why?
Dude, some people get down, I guess. There are people who have birthday weeks or birthday months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like where you just like, oh, my entire week is my birthday.
I feel like my thing consists of like waiting till like one day and then just partying so fucking hard that it just hurts for a while. So, so the idea of partying 3 days to me is like, I don't know how to moderate.
You have to go really slow.
I don't know how to pace myself is my point.
So someone was out of it. They put nettles in their grinder, thinking it was weed.
My God.
Then sat there nearly dying when he smoked up.
How do you...
He then passed out, and we all drew on him and let him go to work like it the next day. We haven't heard much from him since. So not only did he smoke nettles, which
That sounds very
Ouch.
dangerous. Yeah.
they drew on him. Like he wasn't in enough pain already.
Just imagine him packing. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck. Just like, why does this suck so bad? God, I can't.
That
so
would be
is it the
that
same
would be a
effect, do you
good
think?
prank. Oh hell no.
Like,
Nettles?
Yeah.
For, like,
No,
getting-
I'm not of weed. I'm saying of like the itchiness. Like, do you think
Oh.
if you smoked it, do you think it would make your lungs itchy,
Dude, I don't
or
wanna
is
know.
or is it specifically the nettles?
Well,
Like,
it's the I think it's the toxin in the needle that makes it like that.
so if you smoked
if
it,
you grind
the
yeah,
toxin
I
would probably
imagine.
Dude, I feel like you'd die. You'd go into like
Well,
some sort of
have
like
you,
attack.
have you seen the guy who smokes a ghost pepper?
Yeah, I've seen that. That
yeah.
was fucking
I was
stupid.
surprised he didn't die.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
He was just like instantly just like
He's like threw up in his bong and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good prank though.
he probably didn't see you guys again because he died.
Yeah, exactly. Evan Madgen says some guy took a rip on a huge homemade bong this guy had and almost instantly threw up blood, and then he passed out. Not the craziest, but was definitely something unusual to witness when you're already pretty intoxicated. Now, I think this is the guy from the previous comment.
Right.
I think he took a
Yeah.
hit with the fucking nettles, threw up blood, and passed
Yeah,
out.
he was just also at that party.
It's the same guy, yeah.
it's just two different vantage points from the same night.
But I don't understand how you could. I mean, hit.
It's just
Unless
like,
because it's a homemade bong, it's not proper.
It's just got glass in it.
Like, why would you throw up blood?
I mean, maybe he was like drunk and he never smoked, so he was just like up on this gravity bong and he's just like
like
ripping
way
it.
too
And
much.
it just inhales his body's worth of smoke and then goes to breathe out and just goes
Yeah.
pukes blood everywhere.
He probably just he was probably drinking like cherry coke or something,
Right.
or like grenadine, and threw up red dye or whatever. I can't see how smoking weed would make you throw up blood.
Yeah, that seems like it.
That's not like an underlying
I
issue
can see you
there.
throwing up from like coughing too much, but I can see you throwing up blood. Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have maybe stomach ulcers or something.
Stummy ulcies.
Stummy Olsen. One of my favorite Olsen twins. Dummy.
Blake Milton. Legit was last year. I was at my ex-girlfriend's house. She
Bet.
was... Yeah, bet. Sure you were. She was my girlfriend at the time, but we were making out at like 11:55, and her mother comes out, yells, "You're not doing it right," proceeds to grab the dude next to her and make out with him, all the while having a Jim Beam in one hand and a smoke in the other.
No, see, you're confusing your life with Brazzers again. Because those things don't actually happen in real life. That's a porn thing.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you said true Aussie though.
True Aussie,
and
yeah.
I don't know enough Aussie people to disprove that, so
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and call this one plausible.
They go crazy in the Down Under.
The Down Under, my motherfuck strangers.
Jerry Levon says, it was outside at a campsite, fairly drunk, and I apparently had my dick out taking a piss in view of everyone at the party. I'm with my friends, came up, and my friends came up and said, "Jerry, your dick's out." I was like, is that really a bad thing? That sounds like a true drunken question.
Right, just like
Get super deep about like, is nudity really a bad thing? Like, let's think about this.
I
here
also
for a
just love
second.
the drunk mind, how it just resorts to being like a child that has no perception of things. You're just
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, dude, your dick's out. And like in any other subject, you'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but like,
And
let's talk about it.
My
like,
dick's out. Like, what about it? Like, we were all born.
You want
with
to
our-
fight about this,
Every
man?
dude was born with his dick out. dude.
Yeah.
It's my human right to
Yeah.
have my fucking dick out. What time is it, by the way?
I need to go pick up my friend. Jeremy Hogg says, not me, but a friend of mine was at a party and someone shotgunned one beer and instantly declared that they are so wasted.
Rice gum. Rice.
Dude! Yes! Yes! Fucking hanging out with him at Post Studio was like... That was literally what happened. Well, he didn't shotgun it, he beer bonged it. And it was his first beer, and he drank it, and it took him like 12 seconds, by the way.
Right.
We were doing like solid, like, mine was like a 2.3. Post was like a 1.8. He was just so fast. But everyone's about a 2 to 3 second
Right,
beer
yeah.
bong. It took him 11 seconds.
That's so long.
Yeah, to beer bong a beer, and then he sat down on a couch with his phone out for the next 2 hours, just like...
Whoa.
and when, like, he wouldn't talk to people, he just kind of had this like shit-eating grin on his face on his phone. Oh my god! And then whenever like
looking at
I
his
think
own
it was
social blade.
Banks was like, "Hey, you okay, dude?" And then he was just like, "I'm so drunk." One beer, and I was just like, "This motherfucker acts so hard, but he's not."
Yeah. Nah, dude, one beer really fucking.
Yeah, really.
Oh.
All right, Jessica Delaire. I watched a 45-year-old man successfully pick up a 21-year-old girl. She then proceeded to throw up in his mouth while they were kissing. Has this ever happened to you?
Been thrown up in my mouth?
Yeah.
No.
Or have you ever, like, drank someone's throw up?
I drank someone's sick, like, spit before on accident.
Oh.
For some reason, my friend was spitting his, like, sick loogies into a Monster can, and I, like, me and him, we were like, you know, we would take each other, you know, drinks of each other's drinks. It was
Sure,
like, you know, just
yeah.
like, yeah, man, oh, sick, you got a Monster? Sick. So
Yeah.
I hopped in his Durango, and it was like, there was a
Hopped in
Monster
his
out,
cock.
and I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. And then before he could even say anything, I was just like, yoink.
Oh,
And
no.
oh my god. You ever had a Jumex before?
What?
A Jumex?
No,
It's
what
like
is
those
it?
like thick guava juices in a can.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
that texture, but
Oh
with like
my
lumps in it. Just
God.
like really thick and just. Yeah,
I would've
dude.
hurled.
Immediately. It was like went in my mouth. It was just the doors open and I was on the ground already. It was just like. Dude, I was so. Like, I don't even. Yeah.
That's the worst.
Way
dude.
worse, because you can't even, people always try to relate it to like drinking a little bit of chew spit. And,
Yeah.
like, that's fucking nothing compared to drinking somebody's
Spit.
currently sick loogies.
Yeah, because that's just like, that's snot.
And it's
that's
yeah.
phlegm. That's just like coagulated boogers.
And there's nothing else in the can. It was
Yeah.
just loogies. Just took a swig of loogies.
I've never done it, but the worst I've ever seen was at a camp. They were doing this eating contest, and it was a Big Mac meal in a blender, and they had to drink it.
Why?
And so this guy was drinking it, and he put his cup down and threw up in the cup. And then the girl sitting next to him had put her cup down, and she accidentally picked up his cup
Oh,
and
God.
took a big old swig of it and swallowed it.
I almost threw up.
And didn't even realize that it was puke, and everyone around was just like, oh, oh.
I'm like picturing
And she
it.
was just like, what? Because like it just tasted the same.
Oh my-
She
yeah,
didn't
it still
even
just
know.
tastes
Yeah.
bad.
She was just
But-
like, and he was just like, you just drank my puke. And
I
she
would
was
have.
like,
I think I would have just not said anything. I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's better for her psyche if we
I
just
would-
say nothing. It's all
just
it's
do
like
like,
a
just
pack.
do hard. Mm-hmm.
She's right on her
Just like get
deathbed.
up and walk
She's
away.
like final breath, and she's like, anything you want to say before she passes? Like, you drank my puke. What? What do you mean?
What? No.
Dude, fuck.
Yeah, fuck
Christ.
that
That's
shit.
so funny.
Brandon Kanicki says, I don't know, but this year I'm timing Phil Collins In the Air Tonight drum solo with the strike of midnight. Pretty wild in NorCal, yo. Happy New Year! That's pretty epic, actually. I had to include that one.
Did you do it?
Did you actually do it, though?
Yeah.
Let us know.
But did you do it, though?
But did you come, though?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Meryl Highground, a 6-foot-plus metal fan, having the shit beaten out of him by a transvestite after thinking it was funny to pull his wig off.
Dude, I've seen some videos of trannies.
Yeah.
You seen the one where he's just like, oh no, please.
Yes,
please,
and
no."
then-
he's like, yo, dude, fuck off. He's
Yeah, dude.
like, oh my god, like I got
Yeah.
scared. I was like,
What was the
"Jesus,
context of that, though? The one guy was
dude." It was
picking on
harassing him because he was dressed up like a girl,
Yeah.
and then he was just like, "Why are you dressed like that? That's not okay." And he's just like, "Just leave me be, you know. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to do my thing." And he's like, "No, man, that shit ain't cool, man. You know,
Yeah.
fuck you, dude. That's not cool." And he's like, "No, leave me alone." And they like got up in his face. He's like, "All right, motherfucker, listen up, wanker." He's like,
Yeah.
"Get the fuck out of my face."
And the guy was just like-
he was immediately like, "Oh my god!" Like I thought
Yeah.
you were one of those pussy boys.
Yeah, no, dude.
He's in high heels and shit. And he's like, "Square up, dude."
That's
He's
how
like,
you deal with bullies, though, man.
Yeah, just yell at him. And they're just like, "Oh my god."
Half the time, they're just all air anyways.
Yeah.
Stephen Wayne Sly-Conish says, I and the rest of a party watched two people fuck in a circle. We just drank our drinks and enjoyed the show. This sounds like a cult.
Cool.
This sounds like
It's like, yeah,
some
just
virgin...
in some sort of circle,
yeah,
covered
that-
in blood.
But
It's
just picture that, like, how drunk do you have to be at a party where two people are fucking and everyone else at the party is in a circle just like, yep.
or I just imagine
Yep.
it's like maybe they're all just individually just really uncomfortable, so
Yeah.
they're all just like,
How do...
just, like, no one's talking, and they're all just
Yeah.
like, is this normal? Like,
Yeah.
do people do
They're
this?
too shy to, like, start a
Yeah,
bukkake, so they're
there's
just like...
it's just nobody. Nobody wants to be the one that joins in.
Yeah, they're like-
or the one that says anything. It's like, are we just gonna let this fucking happen? 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone else is. Because then it gets like, oh, maybe we should stop, and then everyone's
Yeah.
pissed because you're the guy that stopped the fucking,
Yeah, right.
the potential gangbang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a weird situation. I feel like I'd leave and be like, I can't. I gotta go. This is weird.
Yeah, this is weird for me.
I'm just gonna watch you guys finish. Like,
Yeah.
this is gonna take a while.
Yeah, no thank you. Adam Witt, I once slapped a vegan with a meat lover's pizza. classic.
It's pretty fucked up. A whole pizza too.
Yeah, I hope it's a whole pizza, not just a little sliver. It's just like, whoosh. It's right in the face.
It's a pretty dick move.
That is a pretty dick move.
But
yeah.
good for you.
Jay Stroot, a naked man on a horse.
What? I forgot what our video was even about. I was like, what do you mean? That one doesn't seem to fit any of the other context. Are these answers for Family Feud?
Oh my god. Oh.
Were you the naked man on a horse?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe he's the guy that inspired that song. What was it like? Look at my horse is amazing.
Oh my god, I haven't
Give
heard that.
it a lick.
It tastes
just
so
like
amazing.
raisins.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that song forever.
Right? It's a good jam right there. It's Paul Revere saying that the British are coming. Chris Matthews, cousins eating each other's loogies.
Stop! We just went over the loogies, man. Why?
Yeah,
What? Were they playing Oogie Mouth?
Maybe.
Trying to get the chicken pox?
The cousins thing is what's weird. The cousins thing is
Because
because
it's your own, it's your blood and your own spit. It makes it less. It's more your spit than it is a stranger's spit. To spit in your
by
cousin's
that
mouth.
logic, yeah, but that's weird.
It's still weird, but I'm just saying at least that's not a stranger's.
Okay, moving on. Kevin Harless, a dude giving the goat to an ugly girl and someone shoving her face into his ass.
Giving the goat.
What is that? What is? Okay, I think I know what that is.
Are you sure?
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Cause how is it?
Giving the goat. Let's see.
Donate a
images.
goat, save the children.
Oh.
It's a half out baby goat. Sexual. That guy.
Wait.
Maybe do
can't
Urban
say.
Dictionary.
I think a goat's where you take your nuts and you put it between your legs and then bend over. It's from that one movie.
Is it?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was trying to put up a situation where her ass could be in his face.
The act of
Or-
a man tucking his wang and
Yeah.
sack between his legs and bending over so that it can be seen from behind, resembling the head of a goat.
So she was giving him the goat.
I thought it was called the brain from the movie,
Those
wasn't it?
brains when you take your fucking like nuts at the very end and you're holding it and say like that.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Gotcha. Yeah, you know as you do.
You don't know your fucking
As you do.
sexual euphemisms.
And someone shoving her face into his ass.
I mean, if she's already getting goated, I mean,
Yeah.
like, why not?
Well, how was she like on the ground already? And this is why.
Yeah, I was like, was it consensual, or were you guys just goading her and then also somebody just asked her?
That's fucked up, man.
You get
That's
sexually
fucked
assaulted a woman is what happens.
up. So, Austin, what are some of your crazy New Year's stories?
Okay, so...
Oh, well, let me tell you.
Fuck, dude, okay, so, wow. The one that we had, the last one that we had at our place when we were living together,
Yeah.
that one was probably my nuttiest New Year's.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I got trashed by like 7. We were trying a bunch of drinks that we had created, and at the very end of the night, Nicole, my fiance, she poured my own puke on my head.
I remember that.
It was like the party had died down, and it was daytime out now. It was like
Yeah.
6 or 7 in the morning, and it was
Yeah.
just you, me, and Nicole, and we were in the kitchen, and I was eating soup.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I remember you were eating soup out of a bowl with your
I was
hand.
eating
You're
beef
just
stroganoff with just my hand.
Yeah.
Because I was so fucked up, and I was trying to just recover. So I was eating soup with my hand, and then there was a pitcher next to me of like something you would use for like Kool-Aid or tea, and I just started puking in that. So there was a huge pitcher of puke next to me while I was eating the stroganoff, and then I ended up sitting down on the ground because I was drunk, and
Yeah.
Nicole was trying to deal with the puke.
resuscitate you.
And so she grabbed the pitcher of puke and pulled it off the counter, but it was so much puke that it was really heavy, so her wrist just went like that, and she just dumped it on my fucking head. And I was just like, is there fucking puke on my head? What the fuck? And so naturally my reaction was to stand up, grab a gallon of orange juice, and dump it on my head to get the puke off. And then I got it on your girlfriend at the time's phone, and she was like, "You got orange juice all over my phone." And I was like, "Do you have fucking puke on you?" This is like my reaction. Like, I don't give a shit about your phone right now. I got puke on my head. This isn't about you.
Oh man,
There's
yeah,
that.
was
I remember
crazy.
I remember I had a friend that was there too, and I remember he used to be rude to me in high school until I stood up to
remember
him.
that. I
And I got
remember
really
that.
drunk. I tackled him, and then while I was holding him down, I was like, "You used to be really mean to me." I was like
Yeah,
crying,
you got sad.
and I had like an emotional breakdown, like while on top
Dude,
of this.
I remember that. Because I remember coming outside and you were like yeah, you didn't look good, and you were like, your face was all
Yeah,
red, you was
that's-
sad and shit, and I was like, what happened? And then like, I think Justin
Uh-huh.
was like, yeah, like he was like fighting this guy who used to pick on him a lot in high school, and I was like, oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Like, good that he got it out of his system.
Yeah, I remember going outside, and then I don't remember why or what reason, but I remember being under a vehicle for I remember going outside because I was sad and I wanted to like contain myself, and I think I was worried that people were gonna see me sad, so I like shimmied under a vehicle and then just like wept, just like crying under somebody's car.
I shimmied under a vehicle and wept. Austin Dickey. Please make a meme out of that.
That's a pretty good quote.
Oh, fuck.
But dude, that New
That'd be
Year's
a
was bad.
t-shirt.
Dude, I fucked up my thumb really bad that year too.
Austin wept.
I stood on an IKEA shoe rack and it just was like, I'm IKEA, and it gave out, broke easily, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's broken. I might as well show my dominance and snap this board over my knee, and the board didn't snap.
Yeah.
So I went to break it and it just didn't, and then my thumb was just
Ugh.
suffered all of the weight of that.
the
And yeah,
worst.
my thumb was like not usable for like 2 weeks. It
You
fucking sucked.
You also had this thing with hitting yourself in the
Yeah,
head.
that's why I stopped
Or taking
taking so much.
frying pans to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you dented
I
our
did.
fucking frying pan, you asshole.
I did. I don't even know. It wasn't. I think I was just like, say I want to hit myself in the head with a frying pan.
Yeah.
Like, please don't. It was
You
like,
just get like super tough guy or whatever.
yeah, I don't even know what that was about. Somebody just posted a video recently from
saw
Aberdeen.
that,
Yeah, and it was
yeah.
just like first time being in Aberdeen or at this house in Aberdeen, and it was just like somebody punching me in the forehead, and I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, don't drink and punch kids.
Don't drink and punch kids. Yeah, I can't really remember a specific crazy New Year's Eve party other than
That one.
that one was nuts, and then going to piss behind a shed and falling asleep with my dick out
Just
behind the
like-
shed, just like fucked up.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, it's good times.
Was that the same night that Tyson? Oh yeah, or the Tyson locked himself in the bathroom.
Yes.
So, the drummer of my
Fuck,
of my
dude, I forgot
older
about
band, from Heroes to Legends. He's a big boy. He's like 6'5", just real big guy. And he had gotten really, really drunk, and he fell asleep in the bathroom. So what happened is that he was in the bathroom for a long time, and his sister was getting all worried. So we went
Yeah.
to check on him, and somebody went to open the door, and they couldn't get it open. And so they took the doorknob off because they thought the door was just locked. And then they looked inside, and he had fallen asleep with his back to the wall and his feet against the fucking door.
Yeah.
So he was just
So you couldn't
holding
open
the
the door,
door
yeah.
shut, and nobody could move it. And then we were all drunk, so it just got panicky. And then somebody just fucking like kicked the door in, but it like saloon doored and only
Yeah.
opened on like the top
No, it
half
was
because his legs
fucking-
were still there.
Yeah, it was fucking my ex-girlfriend at the
Yeah.
time, and I was just like, "Why the fuck did you kick? Now I gotta pay for that."
Right, it was like, we could've-
She just like kicked it in half.
We
and I
could
was
have
like,
just sprayed like water through the
"He's
hole.
fine.
Right.
He's just drunk."
But yeah, so the door was kicked in half, and then we just didn't have a door for a long time on that bathroom. And needless to say, as soon as the door was kicked open, he was just like, "Huh, what's going on?"
Yeah,
And
how's
we're just
everyone
like,
doing? I
Cool.
was like, "Oh,
now
yeah."
the door's just broken.
Just as I said. God. Yes.
There's a lot of stories
Fucking-
on that night. We could
dude.
do a lot of different
We could
videos
we
on
could
that
do
one.
a fucking. We should just do a story gaming on that night.
Dude, honestly, yeah,
And
just
go
from like
in
start to
depth on
finish,
it,
because there's
yeah.
a lot more that happened too. And
Yeah.
that was the night that Jenna got locked in the bathroom too, wasn't it? Or was that a different one?
Dude, I feel like she locked herself in the bathroom
she
like
just did
every
that.
time.
Got like way too trashed, and I was like, I'm just gonna go hide in the bathroom.
Yeah, by myself.
Walk it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and Happy New Year's to all of you. Hopefully, your 2018 will be fab-diddly-tastic.
Yeah, make all your dreams come true, I guess.
And if your dreams are
Fibba
to
wibba.
just go find a dead body and go do it, I guess.
Also, make sure you buy Maverick merch, dude. Yeet, yeet. Don't do it.
See you all in the next video.
Bye.